Guys, welcome back for another deck of panning update. Today is the first update for 2024. Last month we had our intro and rolled in our first products, and today we're gonna update and see how I did on those products. Yeah, and then hopefully we'll be able to roll in some new, which is why I have my cards. I also have my phone with my notes. And yes, this is a makeup channel, and no, I am not wearing any makeup today. I am exhausted, guys. I'm exhausted. It has been another busy day, and I just don't feel like putting on makeup today, and that should be okay. I'm giving my face a break. Don't worry, there'll be makeup, I'm sure, in the very next video. So if you are new to Deck of Panning, this is a Project Pan style game with a deck of cards and a game board that changes monthly. This was created by Emily from Emily and Max. I will have her channel and all of the other necessary information linked below. So if you have more questions, you know where to go. If any questions you might have are not down below, feel free to leave me a comment. So last month I rolled in 5 products and I gave them all a goal, and we're gonna see how I did, if I get to roll any out, to see if I get to draw more cards to work on new products. So the first thing that I rolled in last month was a foundation. It was the Purlisse Radiant Glow Illuminating BB Cream, and this just had a goal of use it up. And guys, I did. This had more than I thought in it. It had about, I want to say, it was like 3.5, because I did have to use a little bit extra from a different foundation on the last day. So it had about 3.5 uses left in it, and I used it all up. I loved this when I first opened it, but then the more it sat, the more it got darker. I don't know if it was the exposure to the air, I don't know. So I really enjoyed it at first, and then as it wasn't used for a couple months, then it just turned too dark for my skin. It could also be partly because it's now winter and I'm the lightest I'll probably be. But I think I would like to get an actual full size and give it a good full shot, because I did like the way it looked on my skin initially. So that is getting rolled out. That also gets to be put in my empties, which if you watched my last video, my beauty bank, my whatever I called it, you'll know that that's going to get me a point. All right, next was the Ofra liquid highlighter in the shade Presley. I rolled this in for 5 uses, and guys, I actually made it. Now, to be fair, I did use this for the 5th time yesterday, so I barely made it, but it doesn't matter. I still made it, and through using it, I was able to find how to best use it for my skin. I still don't love it, but I think that's just because I don't think I'm a fan of liquid highlighters, at least not at this stage of my life. But I do like the color, I do like the formulation. I will continue to use this, but I'm glad to roll it out, and I'm glad that I gave myself some focus time on it. So again, the Ofra Cosmetics liquid highlighter in Presley. 5 uses, and it is getting rolled out. The next item I rolled in for 10 uses was the Not Your Mother's Beach Babe Texturizing Sea Salt Spray. I did use it the 10 times, today being the 10th time, so barely use it the 10 times, and I still don't get it. This is I believe the first sea salt texturizing spray I've ever used, so maybe it just has to do with this brand isn't doing what it should be doing, or maybe my hair just doesn't work well with this type of product. I do not know, so I don't want to say it's bad, but I also am like, I didn't see a difference to where I would personally buy another sea salt texturing spray to try it out. So I'm glad that this is getting rolled out. But I feel like I'm gonna have to see if I can use it up, because I don't want to just declutter it, because I don't know, maybe a friend would like it. So we are at 3 rollouts so far, and that is amazing. The next item is not going to be rolled out. It is from the Bare Necessities palette. Now this is going to be the long term because it is to hit pan. And I said I wanted to hit pan in either the tabloid shade or sorry, the All For You shade or the tabloid, whichever came first was fine, but that I would most likely be the All For You. And this last month I did use the All For You about 15 times. And there's still, like, that big dip is still going. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. It's still going, but it still hasn't hit pan. And then it was 15 times total. I don't think I actually marked how many times I used each of them. I should have, but it was 15 uses total, and I do think that was for both the shades. So I made some progress, but I'm not hitting pan in that, and this will probably be in for quite a while. So that is not a rollout, but I'm still enjoying it. The last item was rolled in for 10 uses, and it is the Ofra Cosmetics Lip Liner in Chestnut. And I swatched this with you guys in that list video and got to see that it was much darker than I was anticipating. And I asked you guys to leave me some comments on how I could use it, and I did get a very helpful comment saying, what about you use it as an eyeliner or as an eyebrow pencil? I did try to see if it could be used as an eyebrow pencil, and I just didn't like the way it looked. Like, the color was fine, but it just didn't sit right. I don't know, there was something off about it. And I wasn't going to use it, unfortunately, as an eyeliner, because if I wanted to use it on my lips again, I don't want to then put it on my eyes. It's just a sanitation thing for me. I know lots of people do stuff like that, and you do you. It just doesn't work for me. But when I went to go use it with the lipsticks I have, I noticed that instead of it being like a true chestnutty brown, it came off more gray toned to me, like still brown, but with a grayish tint. And so it actually worked a lot better for me than I thought it was. So I really enjoyed this, and I hit 9 uses out of the 10, but I'm pretty sure I'm planning on wearing it tomorrow, so I'm going to go ahead and mark it as the 10 so that I can have 4 roll-ins today. Is that cheating? I mean, kind of, but I promise I will be using it on tomorrow's makeup. Okay, so we are having 4 new roll-ins. I did briefly look at the board when it was first updated, but I haven't looked at it in the last few days, so I don't remember what anything is. So we're gonna quickly shuffle these up, pick our 4 cards, and then you guys will know before I do what the different prompts are, because, oops, I dropped a card, because I'm gonna put it on the screen. Yes, I know, I suck at shuffling, but I also want you guys to see it in frame. No cheating here. All right. First card is, can you see it? I cannot. Hopefully you guys can. It's a Queen of Hearts. Okay, that's the first card. Oh, sorry, I didn't do that in frame. Then the next one was a 3 of Diamonds. And then we have, is that another Diamonds? Yep, a 7 of Diamonds. And hopefully the last card is a 5 of Spades. Really quickly, I'm going to look to see what that Queen of Hearts is, to see if it means I need to roll in a different card or not. Okay, I do not need to roll in another card, so I'm going to go look at all of those prompts, figure out what I'm going to pull in, and I will be right back to show you what I'm doing and what my goals are. Okay, I'm back and I have all of my products picked. So the first card I picked was the Queen of Hearts, which is a pick your space within the hearts. And I went ahead and picked the Easy Peasy Lemon Squeezy. And for that, I am rolling in a Benefit mascara, the They're Real. This thing is almost done for. I know it's almost done. So I'm just going to put the usage goal of use it up. And I'll track how much that ends up being. This is a like a travel size. The next card I pulled was the 3 of Diamonds, which stands this month for Gifted. Now, that could be a PR, it could be something I received as a gift, it could be something I received as a free with purchase thing. But looking through my collection, other than an eyeshadow that I bought with gifted money, I don't really have anything. And I already have eyeshadow, and I just didn't want to bring in a palette for this one. So I decided to do something that I have gifted others. And that is the Milani Fruit Fetish lip oil in Blackberry Agave. I love this stuff, and I have gifted it to friends. I have done it in giveaways. Absolutely worth getting, and I want to use it up some more myself, so I'm going to put this as a usage goal of 10. Then I drew the 7 of diamonds, and that this month stands for gemstone. Now I tried looking through my collection to see if I had something that had like a gemstone name, and ultimately I decided to bring in a eyeshadow shade from the Play It Jewel Mega Palette from ColourPop. Now I know that there is a difference between jewels and gemstones, so I specifically am picking the shade Crown because gemstones were specifically used for crowns and didn't switch over to jewels until later on. So we are rolling in the shade, and I'm excited for this because this is forcing me to finally use this palette, which means I will get to take away this seal and actually use it for the first time. So the shade I'm bringing in is Crown, which is this green sparkly shade right here. Absolutely gorgeous. I cannot wait to try that, and I think it's perfect for this time of year. So I'm going to do that as a usage goal of 10. And then the last card brought in was the 5 of spades, and that is a primer. And I'm going to be bringing in an eyeshadow primer from e.l.f. in the shade Sheer. This one is also almost used up, and I'm going to put a usage goal on it though, just in case it's not as used up as I think it is. I'm going to put a goal of 5. So with that, and then the eyeshadow shade I still have in here, those are our 5 products for this month. If you have any of these products and you have opinions on them, let me know in the comments below, and I will catch up with you very soon. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.